Hey guys, it's Erinn, and welcome back to All of the Movies. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you're notified whenever we upload new content. We're uploading at least once a week, movie reviews, discussions, trailer reactions, trivia games, who knows what. So definitely make sure that you're subscribed and notified for whenever new content arrives. This is going to be another one of those videos like I uploaded a little while ago. It's going to be a shorter review, no spoilers. And this week I am going to review The Upside, that stars Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston, and Nicole Kidman. It actually just came out this past weekend, so January 11th, I believe, was the release date. And I went and saw it in the theaters with my brother, and it was really, really good. Just a brief synopsis on the movie. This is actually based on a French film of the same name that was in turn based on a true story of a man who, through an accident, ended up as a quadriplegic and hires this very unqualified person to be his carer. So in the movie, Bryan Cranston plays Philip Lacoste, and Kevin Hart plays Del Scott, a character who is an ex-con and kind of falls into this job opportunity as Philip Lacoste's carer.
You are not qualified for this position.
Have you ever changed a catheter?
No.
Pinch the head, insert.
I can't feel it.
Oh, well, I can.
Really impressed with Kevin Hart's acting. Um, Definitely showed that he wasn't kind of a one trick pony. He can do more than comedy. He's got serious acting chops, and he was surprisingly vulnerable in this movie. I was really impressed with him.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. My bad, man.
His other co-stars, Bryan Cranston and Nicole Kidman. I mean, those guys are both serious actors. So you knew from the get-go that they were going to be fantastic, and they did not disappoint. Bryan Cranston showed all of the angst and just frustration that someone in his character's position would be in as a quadriplegic, and he played that emotion very well. It was understated, but still very much a part of his character.
Are you mad? You want to break this big ass bottle of wine?
And Nicole Kidman, she was also fantastic, held her weight.
I love that.
Definitely not as big a part as the two, Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston,
All right.
but she was still very good. Strong female character. Definitely the female lead throughout the whole movie. She kind of kept the guys in line.
Dell made a mess.
Or tried to. And yeah, it was just a really, really great acting all around. You know, it kind of follows not a stereotypical formula for the rest of it, but it starts with a flashback and kind of goes through how they meet and how their relationship evolves and so on and so forth, back to where the flashback takes place, and then kind of hits the climax of the movie right around that point. So it kind of does follow a little bit of a formula, but as you're sitting in the theater watching the movie, you don't feel like it's happening in rote. You feel very much a part of the characters' lives, very much a part of the story. The director of photography did a fantastic job of capturing some very specific camera movements and some shots in a way that involved a lot of camera movements. And what I mean by that is the camera was hooked up to a jib or to some kind of gimbal or something that had either someone was wearing it or it was on a truck or something, and that allowed the camera free or more free range of motion, and that allowed the shots to in turn have movement, which was kind of a really interesting contrast to the fact that Bryan Cranston's character was stuck. And a lot of those shots took place where it might have been not necessarily from Bryan Cranston's character's point of view, but at least involving his character, his wheelchair, his bed, or something in some sort of way. And you actually learn through nearer to the end of the movie what happened, his accident, and how he became a quadriplegic. And those camera shots come back around there, and just how free and fluid the shots were kind of lend itself to the story a little bit. I know that's kind of technical, and most people aren't going to maybe even care about that. But as a student of film, that was something that caught my attention right away.
You want to feed your soul? Then listen to its queen. Think about what you're trying to do to me. It's amazing, ain't it? Sound just like her.
Yeah, it's uncanny.
As an overall story, I thought it was very complete. And they had a clean arc from beginning to end. They had a very clear climax point in the movie, and kind of wrapped it up where it didn't leave you wanting for more. You left the theater very satisfied as to the conclusion of the storyline. And you knew that it wasn't the conclusion of these characters' lives. So you could leave the theater knowing that they were still, living in this place that was created on screen. And I think that that's really special when a movie can do that. So, really quickly touching on the actual storyline of the movie, it's a really, I think, timely story. These two people from two very different walks of life come together and form this friendship and this bond that in turn makes the other person's life a little bit better.
He was rich as Jay-Z?
No, Richard.
Which car is yours?
All of these to the right.
Oh my God.
They're not practical.
Exactly.
You've got Bryan Cranston, who's stuck in this wheelchair. He can't move from the neck down, and as you might assume, he's very upset and depressed and frustrated about his situation.
We're gonna find you someone you like.
Let me be your arms and your legs.
And then in turn, you've got Kevin Hart's character, Dell, who is an ex-con. He's trying to get back on his feet.
Tell me about a time when you worked hard to solve a problem.
This morning, getting up.
He is maybe feeling a bit misunderstood. He calls race into question on a few occasions, where he's interacting with Bryan Cranston, and then Bryan Cranston then in turn calls his disability into question on a few occasions.
Penthouse.
You need to wait your turn.
Relax, it's not a holdup. Just sign this for me, please.
How would I sign it?
I don't know. Slowly. Wait, don't your arms work?
They don't.
And you find that with their two differences, and maybe the chip that they have on their shoulder, or whatever their own internal struggles might be that's going on, they can appreciate the other in their own struggles and see that they're founded. There are points in the movie where Kevin Hart's character will call out the fact that people treat Bryan Cranston differently because he's disabled. And then there's a point in the movie, I think a very poignant part of the movie, where Bryan Cranston sees how Kevin Hart's character is treated because of the color of his skin. And I think that maybe that's a lesson we need to learn. And that lesson is, we don't always know what is going on in someone else's life, and we need to treat everyone with, kindness and compassion all the time, because we might be that one bright point in someone else's day.
Just relax. I am relaxed. This is me being relaxed.
Number one box office for the weekend, which was pretty awesome for a January movie. I was talking to some friends of mine, and they noted that January was kind of movie wasteland month. Normally, really good movies are not released in January because they're just coming off the December box offices. It's award season. Everybody's still kind of looking back at the movies from the year before, so or they fail because they were released in January. But yeah, this one definitely was a very well put together movie. Awesome acting, awesome story, story arc. The director of photography, like I mentioned, those camera shots that they got were top level. Editing put the whole movie together, and you felt very much a part of the story from beginning to end. It wasn't choppy, it was fluid. Definitely recommend this movie. I don't know if it was true masterpiece level. I feel like I'm gonna hold on to those collector's editions pretty tightly. I'm gonna give this one a large bag of popcorn. Finish all the popcorn, maybe even go back for some more. Um, but not during the movie because you wouldn't want to miss anything. Definitely go check out The Upside in theaters now, all across the United States. And then come back to the channel, come back to this video, drop me a comment, let me know what you thought of the movie, and we will have some discussions. If you liked it, if you didn't, let me know. And that's it. Hey guys, thanks for watching this review of The Upside. I'm glad you stuck around to the end. Now you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and make sure that the bell is turned on so you receive notifications of whenever we upload new content. It's happening at least once a week, and I will see you next time. I don't know what that was all about. See you guys later. Bye.